So I'm going to try the Discovery Lisbon activity, it's called, in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I am not 100% convinced that it's going to work, because actually I have now tried different discoveries, and they seem to break down the game, but I'm always optimistic and will try again. And if we get around again here, then you will see that we start just outside of Cascais, over the river Mount, and going towards Lisbon. And as far as I remember from the last discovery I did over Copenhagen, I think that I am in full control of the airplane. So here you can see Cascais, and here we are getting towards. This is the University Nova, and then down here we have Oeiras marinas, and when I lived in Lisbon, I lived over here. So let's get into start exploring, and I will fly that way if I have the opportunity. Need to put in some power, I know. So let's see how much power. And when we start, the aeroplane will do all sorts of things, as I remember. But then, yep. So now ready to fly and see what. So we are going here, right? But right now, I will try to get over Oeiras here. So here we are. And as you can see, we are pretty much so. Trim down a bit, and Oeiras actually looks a lot nicer today than the last time that I went over there, and the beach, it doesn't look 100%. What I'm a little annoyed over is that the church, the Oeiras church, I think the Oeiras church is very beautiful, so it annoys me that they don't have it. And then when we get up here on the top of the hill, we should be able to see Oeiras Park, which is the big shopping center, but it's not really there. So let's get towards all the things in Lisbon that we are going to see. Here we have Parques dos Pretas, but that's also not really looking right, because it's not really there. Or are we on top of it? Maybe we are. But let's get towards Lisbon and see what we have. You can see all those markers there. That's landmarks that we will go and discover some of. Normally when I'm flying, we don't have those markers on the landmarks. because as the co-pilot normally says, do we have a co-pilot? No. Fortunately we don't. But as the co-pilot normally says that it doesn't look realistic if there are the look at the cars there. That's not how it looks in the real life. Don't worry, if you go there and drive a car, you will not be driving sideways. So here we are going less than 200 feet, which probably isn't allowed. There's a helipad there, but we are not a helicopter. Maybe I should do this someday in one of those copter things that I have tried. This looks very, very realistic. This looks exactly as it does in the real world. And then we get to Belém, which I believe also looks very realistic. When we get a little closer, because right now it looks a little odd. I hope it will get better. Yeah, but it is basically photogrammetry, right? So, oops, there's the Sea Explorer, and I have always thought that it was a Vasco da Gama, but actually he is not even there, which is a bit strange to me, but I'm not Portuguese, it might have an explanation. And then we get down here to the kind of castle. Oh yeah, well, it doesn't look like a castle here. And then now we are getting towards the bridge. I think we should go under the bridge so that we can see the harbor area. Yeah. Then we can see the harbor area of Lisbon, and the marina part looks very much like it does in the real world, but it's closed for the public to get to the cranes here, but I hope the cranes don't look like this. If they do, we are in trouble, right? And here is some kind of aquarium down there. No, yeah, the boats are there, but they don't look right. And then there are not, all those trees are not in the harbor or marina. But those big ships looks okay. And then see if we can get around here. So here's the castle. That's the cathedral. And then around here should be the castle. We don't see it right now, so let's go around and get back. Then we should be able to see it as it pops up. Should pop up. That was a little tight, that turn, I guess. So, right now I'm going to forget that. Here we have it's a big supermarket or big shopping mall thing. Probably offices inside those high buildings, because the shopping mall is not 2,000 stories. And then we have the aqueduct here. I'm not sure if it's possible in real world or in the simulator to actually go through the aqueduct. I would think that it probably only like Top Gun, where you turn the plane sideways. That's probably the only way to do that, but I'm not a skilled pilot, so I better not. So let's see, there's the cathedral. So I think it's the cathedral, right? So if we go here, yeah. So I believe that the as far as I remember, at least the castle and the cathedral is almost the same place, but I don't see it. So let's get back to here. So I have to say I'm not that known inside Lisbon itself, because whenever we went to Lisbon, it was basically to go to the shopping mall, and not so much to go around. I have to say the co-pilot she isn't really a happy walker. So here we have, that's a big monument, and when you get here and you in the park there, we have been there, and then you look down this boulevard, you get a great view down. Really a great view. So that's I will recommend. But as you can see, Lisbon is uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill. So when you live there, you are basically guaranteed to increase your general health. Now I live in Sweden, and in this end of the country, Sweden is flat as a pancake, just like Denmark and Thailand, for that matter, where I lived. So you don't get the same. So you don't get the cardio from walking around here. But in Lisbon, you are actually always on your way uphill or downhill, and that is guaranteed to increase your health, general health. I was in very good condition when moving to Sweden, and then of course I got sick a couple of times and hospitalized, and then then since then I haven't been walking a lot, which actually is stupid because well, it's stupid because it would help my health and what's called longevity. So, but yeah, that's going to be a future promise. So I guess this is, yeah, it's Estadio José Alvarado. I didn't get to read it, and that is football for sure. Football is very big in Portugal, if you don't know. And I'm not talking the American kind of football. That's to a European, not football. Even me, who doesn't really, who isn't really interested in football, consider American football as football. So, yeah. So that's. But the real football, which Americans call soccer, I don't know why they call it soccer, but they probably think it sucks. And of course, if you can't play it, then it sucks. So, and I believe that America is not. They're great at American football, but not so much soccer or football in European football. So yeah, well, let's get around and see if we can land here in Lisbon. Oh yeah, well, there's a lot of fuel, so let's go around and go back to Oeiras, where I know where I am, and shall we go to the statue of Christ first? We can do that. So we very often went to this shopping mall that's underneath those tall buildings. That's one of the places we went to oftentimes. And we also did go to here in the what called the gate to Lisbon. It's like a castle. it's a beautiful place too, but it doesn't really turn up here, does it? Should be here, I think. Maybe a little further, because that's, yeah, it's here, I believe. That one, it doesn't look like that in the real world, but that's, oh well, yeah, this one, oops, this one. But it actually looks okay. Let's see if it's hard to, and there is a castle actually. Now we can go for the statue of Christ, which is kind of, it's not a copy. I've read it's not a copy. It's inspired by Christ the Redeemer in Rio, but it's not a copy. You be the judge. Is it a copy or is it inspiration? We have a lot of fuel, so that's fine. Let's go past that and then go to Oeiras again and maybe go down again to the lighthouse. It's a lighthouse in the middle of the river entrance. Christ the King, not the Redeemer. But it looks very much like the real thing, to be honest. It's very well done. That's nicely done too. Ship is maybe not so seaworthy, but looks nice. sure that we have this one in the real world. Maybe. But I've never been on this side, like at the coast of this side of the river. I've often been on this side of the river, but further south. Not in this end. Okay, so now the music ends, so maybe the flight ends. Maybe because we are getting back to where it all started. So this island with the lighthouse doesn't look like this. It's basically a pile of rocks with the lighthouse on top. The lighthouse doesn't look like that either. Oh, now the music starts again. So, yeah, getting to Cascais, Estoril. Some years ago I actually walked all the way through. Along the beach, and I believe I turned up here at this road, because then you get up to the airport just around the corner here. Yep. See there, 5 kilometers. So let's get up to that one and land on that one. I don't know how the wind, do we have any indication of wind here? No, not really. So maybe we need to go around and check the windsock. Although I don't feel that there are any winds, so maybe not. Maybe you just go for the landing. And when you're at foot, you wouldn't believe it, but it's actually quite difficult to find this airport when you are walking, which is kind of fun. So here we are. Doesn't want to brake, doesn't want to turn, it doesn't want to do anything that I want. So, going into these hovering whales, or what it is. I don't know what it is, but they are hovering. So, I guess we will be hovering here next to this one. So that's it, and let's end it here. I think I should have. Could it be here? No. What is this? Audio signal marker beacons. Well, maybe we don't have anything, so let's just go for that one. Then do we have some magnetos? Probably. There and magnetos. And all the buttons are hidden here. Yeah. There and it's someone knocked on the door, so I better get out of here. So enjoy the day, enjoy whatever you're doing. I will end this discovery here, and actually maybe we should get outside. Oh no, we shouldn't, because now it ended here. So let's get